everyone, I am Melinda, NailFanatic, and this is our predictive tarot for the month of October 2018 for the sign of Cancer. We are going to begin with a word of clarity from my custom Words of Clarity deck. Then we'll go into the flashcards, and I will use the Tattoos and Tarot, the Housewives Tarot, and the Hermetic Tarot to clarify the messages received for spirituality, love, and money in that order. I do a daily tarot vlog on this channel. There's no charge for that. And during that, somebody is going to win our radical raffle reading. Our radical reading is always chosen by our tickets, which you can purchase for $1 each. There are no limit to how many tickets you can buy, and you can even include a one-word subject matter for each of those tickets so that if and when it is pulled as a winner, we know what subject to read in regards to for you. Also, our $5.55 one question tarot quickie answers are available for you. You can find those as well as our buy one get one specials that are going on for a limited time only on our website at LPHtarot.com. So as we get into this reading, thank you for your donations, for your support, for liking, sharing, subscribing. It definitely behooves you to be fully tuned in, tapped, and turned on, which means you're subscribed to the channel, you're getting notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up when you find it. We do appreciate you turning your friends and family onto the video, and I look forward to reading for you one-on-one, but let's get into this reading. For spirituality, the word of clarity that's come out for you is obligation. Duty, responsibility, commitment. These are ideas that are all addressed when we think of the word obligation. So, spiritually, what is the obligation that you feel? Cancer. I feel that right now this word obligation is coming out because you have to understand that spirituality is the basis for all things. And look at that, the cupcake there is to remind you that you have an obligation to yourself to be able to enjoy the pleasures of being alive right now. Okay, you have to make sure that you partake of spiritual nourishment. I'm hearing spiritual dessert even. So for you, Cancer, during this time of October 2018, you may be considering some guided meditation, some live meditation circles, like a singing bowls or a gong meditation, whatever. Go and see what's available in your community. Group meditation will be awesome for you. It will be your spiritual dessert. I feel that you desire that, and I feel that through that you're going to connect to a spiritual community that resonates with you. That is something that you've been wanting, so that you can have those people to enjoy life with and enjoy your spiritual connection with. It is so important that you partake spiritually. I definitely see for some of you, you're using the rose quartz right now too, and to try to manifest some romance in your life. And it's asking you to come out of your home. I'm being told that for you, it would behoove you to come outside of your home. Stop trying to only do these things internally in your home. It's time for you to step out and get in touch with the external world that surrounds you, because that's where you're going to find some of these things coming in. The Nine of Wands says you've been through a lot, and so spiritually you have a lot of things that you participate in, as far as you've got crystals, you've got sage, you sea salt. What is all this stuff? Well, you've gone through a spiritual healing. And the thing is, though, with all of these things that you have going on, they're creating a hanged man situation, a holdup. Knave of Cups. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups down here. It's creating a holdup for you, because with all of this stuff that you've got going on, like I said, you got, I literally see boundary, barrier, protection spells around your home. I see you using the crystals and the, not to say there's anything wrong with it, but the thing of it is, when you use them to block out energy, you're creating an energy block. In other words, if you believe that you are in need of protection, you create the need for the protection. How's that? You have to understand that as a, okay. I'm choking up here. Why is that? Give me just a moment. I'm trying to gather this message that's coming through while I'm choking on absolutely nothing. Literally choking on thin air. It's trying to bring a message through for you. Give me just a moment. So it's like speaking out conflicts. It's like when you say, oh, I'm going to utilize this here rose quartz to protect me against unfaithful lovers, cheating lovers, and deceptive lovers. Guess what you're actually creating? Deception, cheating, and unfaithfulness. You're speaking out the opposite of what you want. You don't need protection from it. You need to create what you want. In speaking out a need for protection from something, you're creating that which you're speaking out. So instead, you shift that to, I'm using this to create a lover who is faithful, loyal, kind, trustworthy, honest, open, secure. Speak out what you want to bring about. Do you hear me? Okay, Cancer? Speak out what you want to bring about, okay? You're going through a spiritual healing process right now, and it's necessary for you to understand this, because everything that you want to create, everything that is at your doors, it's like there's a floodgate of what you've created in your vortex that wants to come through to you, but you've got this block up to it. Why? Because you keep speaking out, oh, this one is to protect me from poverty, from being alone, blah, blah, blah. You keep speaking out power into these crystals and such that is thwarting is literally what I'm hearing, thwarting the materialization of what you really want. So you're feeling frustrated because you're like, why does this keep happening? I already did the protection spell. I got my crystal in my pocket. I sage. I'll put sea salt. Why is this happening? Well, it's happening because you keep speaking out the opposite of what you want. You've got to be a little bit more deliberate and decisive by your choice of words, because you don't need protection from what you haven't created as a situation in your life, okay? It's interesting because it's saying to me, it's like on the other side of this roadblock, there's so many beautiful things, but it won't go through until you shift it, turn it, open the roadblock, let things through. How do you do that? You gotta speak it out the way you value it, the way you appreciate it, the way you really want it materialized. Again, protect me from all those who would try to thwart my success. Protect me from those who are my enemies. No, no, no. That creates more blockages. It creates more hang-ups. What we want to say is, thank you that all that comes to me is love. All that comes to me is love, beauty, and blessing. The only things that can reach me are for my highest, lightest, and brightest good. People with pure intentions, who are open and honest. Good things come to me. You understand? If you're going to use tools like this to assert intentions into them, yeah, but you better make sure that they are what you want to bring, not what you want to keep away. The universe doesn't hear bring or keep away. It hears the subject matter you're speaking about. The universe speaks in subject matter. It does not speak in whether it's please bring it in or please let it out. It doesn't even deal with actions. The universe doesn't deal with actions. The universe deals with subjects. For example, test it out. I want you to think about blue rocks. Blue rocks. Just, if you will hold that vision of blue rocks. Blue rocks. Just keep picturing a blue rock. Speak blue rocks. And then watch how many different ways blue rocks show up in your experience over the month of October. From the time you find this until October is over, watch, Cancer, because it's not about saying, hey, come here or go away. I want it, I don't want it. That's not how the universe operates. It is solely off of subject matter. That which you hold in your headspace as a focus of energy is what is going to grow. Okay, and so make sure you use your intentions, your spells, whatever you do. Okay, make sure you do it from a place of what you really want to bring in, not what you are trying to avoid. Big mistake a lot of people make. Okay, so here we go. In your love area, clarified by the Housewives Tarot. Our words of clarity is not a word, but it is an image of building blocks, foundations, basic education, and the moon. The moon is a symbol for the sign of Pisces, is what I'm hearing for Pisces. And also intuition. So your intuition is telling you that there is new love coming in for you. You have the Ace of Swords there, the Magician, and the Nine of Swords with the Four of Cups at the base of the deck. So, because you have asked for a lover who is not a liar, not a cheater, not a thief, blah, 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 guess what? You brought in this sneaky son of a gun. Yep. Honey, now is the time to change the way you're asking to bring things in, because if you don't, this person that you bring to materialization is going to bring you a lot of things to think about. A lot of things to think about. You're not going to be completely happy with the offer you get from this person because they're going to be a trickster. I don't usually get the Magician as the trickster. But right today, that's what he's saying. And why? Because the way you've been calling in your lover, you continue to speak out what you don't want. And your emotions, even if you're, okay, this is good. This is really good. Even if you're saying, I want somebody who's loyal and faithful and honest, your emotions and your feelings are still focused on that person who was the opposite of that. So not only do you have to have your words aligned with your pure intentions of what you really want to bring in, your emotions have to be aligned with the intentions of what you want to bring in. Because what's happening here, the moon also is a card that represents the past. Past relationships you tried to build that didn't work out are going into your intentions that you're putting in to the universe, which you are an excellent creator, yeah? And so because you're still focused on that energy of what you didn't want from past relationships, you get the Four of Cups. Look at her response to the offer she gets. It's overwhelming. It's too much. It's not what she wanted. Why? Underneath that, the Five of Pentacles is saying because it was a relationship that was lacking. It was a relationship that was lacking. So, be very in tune with your emotions as you speak out what you want to bring about. You got to get into place, in the zone. Does that mean that you have to get right about all those past relationships? Well, that definitely helps, but if you can't do that, can you speak it out as you listen to your favorite song that makes your heart jump, or go roller skating, and while you're feeling fantastic, flying around in the air on these 8 wheels underneath your feet, that's the perfect time to manifest and create. Draw, paint. What feels fantastic? Is it after you masturbate? Yeah, for somebody it is. And that is a time that is best for you to use your intuition and create through word, through thought, because the thing of it is, if you are choosing to continue to allow the past to drive what you're asking for, then the past has so much more power over what you are creating in the present that it's not going to be any different than what you've had before that you didn't like, that you backed off from, just like she's backing off there, okay? So that's what we have coming in for romance. Is there any other messages there? Please give me something better. I like delivering happy messages. Okay. For somebody who is, I like that. Thank you. I just was delivered another message that I could see from the same cards for a different person. Somebody literally went over all their past relationships. You looked at what was the building blocks of it. You also looked at what was the building blocks of the mistakes. Because you looked at the truth of that, you were able to align yourself and your power with a different vision. You put everything, in other words, everything has been compartmentalized into what it really is and put in its proper position. The scissors go where the scissors were, the knife goes where the knife goes, the steak knives go together, and so on and so forth. In other words, you were able to look at the old relationship and face all the shit you didn't want to face before. You didn't want to face it. But you were able to look at it and see it for the lesson that it held for you. In seeing it for the lesson that it held for you, you brought yourself into a place of alignment, which means as you have aligned, now you are more ready, having cleared out that old energy, you are more ready to welcome in something more of what you desire. Now let's get over here to the money place. You got the word growth coming out of the words of clarity. Growth is fantastic. Do we not like to see growth in regards to our money? Absolutely. It's saying you really wanted growth to come in. You were doing really good. You are doing really good during October 2018. I see that during October 2018, you're going to have the growth come in that you want. I feel that any conflicting ideas you had about financial flow, you took a new choice, you took a new decision, you addressed all of that, and you're seeing success, a victory, accomplishment, and rewards. The Two of Cups is saying that you're not just acting from a physical place. You're allowing your financial flow decisions to be spiritually influenced as well. So you are using both your intuition and your physical awareness. So you are investigating any opportunities that you have. You are also, more importantly than what you're doing with the physical opportunities, you are looking at, okay, am I aligned with this or am I in conflict with this? So when you say, oh God, I hope, this is the difference of, oh God, I hope I have enough money to pay these bills, or every time I have bills due, I always happen to have enough money to pay them, so I ain't gonna worry about them. I keep doing what makes sense. And then in that place, guess what? You get it. You get it. You get it. Everything you need comes through. So literally, like somebody is speaking out and focused upon all of the successes that you have had in the past and all the ways that every time you reach for the money, it's there and available for you. You ain't worried about what the account looks like today. You ain't worried about what's in your hand right now. You know that if you keep doing what makes sense, that doesn't mean sitting on your sofa and expecting money to just come flying at you. No, that means you continue to go to your job, build your business, create opportunities for yourself, and take a hold of the opportunities. You're taking a hold of the opportunity, but also you're resting in the knowledge that whatever challenges you've had for your finances, you always get in your hand what you need. Whether it's from a new client, from a gift, from money that you found, it's happening. And because you keep looking at that every time, money is growing. And I'm also hearing for you, you know, to keep this momentum going, every time you utilize the financial flow that you've got, every time you use the money from your accounts, you can play a low money game with the universe that we've been playing for a few years now, which has worked well for us, which says, I've utilized all this money. Now how full can you get my accounts and how fast can you fill it up? Put the onus back on the universe to fill it up for you, and in that way, if there's something you're to be guided to, you'll be guided to it. If it's something that's supposed to come to you, it will find you. And there will be no lack, okay? There will be only, see, and I love the way that just came out. There will be no lack. Here we go. More of that whole word thing that we were talking about over here. What was the subject? The subject was lack. Immediately, this is what you're going to be experiencing a lot of in October 2018, Cancer. You will say something and immediately you'll say, hold on a minute, the subject matter was lack. Dang it. There will be abundance and prosperity. There will be plenty to spare and to share of money. So you say the same thing from the other perspective. The perspective that you'd like to actually experience? Yes. Okay. So that is kind of like what is happening here. Let's see what is coming out of the miracles now for you for October 2018. Stillness is the key to success. The stillness that is speaking about is a quietness, a time of meditation, a time to get into your intuition, a time to focus on your spirituality, because it is a necessity. And I see that with this, I see that, you know, there is information that's been downloaded to you that you have not yet fully processed. So it's as though there's knowledge and understanding and guidance available for you, but you've not yet processed it. The swords, Ace of Sword over here says you're going to be processing some of this stuff into love. There's still some coming from you spiritually that you're going to need. The Five of Swords over here is definitely a processing, because it's got the bonus there too. This Five of Swords is definitely a processing into finances. So you definitely have processing coming up as far as your intuitive ideas that you've gotten and your beliefs and how those are affecting your love, your money, your life. And so this is asking you that during the time of October, take time to be in stillness and silence. I'm also hearing for you, it is important that where something has felt like it's held up, stalled, waiting, it behooves you to focus upon the successes that you have already had in regards to that area, okay? With all that being said and done, I would love to read for you one-on-one. Go ahead and go to my website and get you a reading. Get your buy one, get one. If you do purchase a buy one, get one, you have a whole calendar year to use a second reading unless you choose to gift it to someone you know and love. That's also a possibility. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. It's a beautiful golden thread that shines all the way through. And my website is available with all the answers and to purchase all your readings, radical raffle reading tickets, words of clarity deck, one question quickies at LPHtarot.com. That's LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.